All right, guys, I'm back again. I was receiving, a lot of messages about just different topics I should do. My name is LaShawn Jenkins with the Notary Institution. I coach and mentor other notary signing agents on how they can have, a successful notary signing agent business. I help people actually create this business and also make a profitable business. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and I had a great amount of success, in a small period of time. So my goal is I want to spread this message out to as many people as I can. Today's video topic, we're just going to go over exactly printing and scanning of the documents. So I'm really actually going to show you the back end of printing and scanning your documents. Because a lot of times people do get confused about the computer settings and also trying to understand exactly what they should be looking for when they print the documents. And this little quick tutorial on how to get through that. So if you're watching, make sure you leave me a like, no comment. You can ask questions, but what I want to do is at the end, I'm actually going to go ahead and answer all the questions all at once. So your questions will get asked. Just let me get through the tutorial real quick, and then I will answer all questions that you may have. So let me see. I'm gonna type in a link. So I'm providing a link for the printer that I use, and the first step is you want to make sure you have the right product to even do the job. The printer usage really will depend on how well you know how to use technology. Some printers don't interact well with certain computers and some of them do. Just depend on how well you are with technology. I can tell you what I'm using. I'm using a MacBook, and also I have an HP printer. I don't have any problems. When I first started off, I had problems trying to print and figure it out, but now I don't have any problems because I figured it out. I pretty much just read and figured out and clicked around, and now I finally figured out the settings. So this because you have a MacBook, it just depends on how well you know how to use your MacBook, as far as what kind of computer to get to print documents for your loan signings. But really, don't never overcomplicate it. So I want to share this video. I mean, this screen. No, I don't like that. Okay, that's better. So let me know if y'all can see the screen. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I can see your comments, so you're more than welcome to type something in and chat. All right, so here is the printer that I actually use. This printer I had it for since I started the business. I actually got the printer a little bit cheaper than this. I know I didn't spend five. I know I definitely had got it cheaper. But this is this awesome printer for me. It works well. It does everything that I need it to do. So when you're picking out a printer, you want to scroll down. So say you're on the website such as Staple. All printers will have this information. So when you're on the website, you want to go look, scroll down all the way till you get until right here where it gives me the specifics about the printer. So really, what I look for is I make sure it's a dual tray printer. I also look to see how many pages it print per minute. So right here, this is where you'll see that the ppm. That stands for pages per minute. That's how many pages it print per minute. When you look at other printers, and if anything that's below 20, you don't want that printer. Also, you want to make sure you're choosing a laser jet printer. I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel showing you exactly what kind of printer to use and going into detail about what a laser jet printer is and why you should use it. Also, you want to look for scan. If you could scan, it needs to be a scanner. And you can't see it on here, but something else I want to show you. Okay, that's all I could find. Well, that's all I could wanted to tell you. Okay, so that is actually the main things when you look for the printer. So not only that, you want to look at the printer, you want to look at the toner, and you want to know how many pages you could print per toner. Um, I can't recall if this printer actually, if it did come with toner, it didn't come with a lot. So I do remember buying a toner when I bought the printer. So that's how I know the printer wasn't at that price because it was almost like four something, total once when I got the toner. So here's the toner. So now some of these printers have high yield toners and then some of them have regular toners. The high yield toners They cost more, but you can print a lot more pages and it lasts you a lot longer. So I want to show you an example right here. So this is, I don't think that's the toner that goes with that one. I think it's 27X. Well, make sure when you shopping to make sure you with the printer. But this actually might be it. So I want to right click. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go this one first. Perfect. This say 3000. That's not the right toner for that. That's the correct toner with this printer because that's the one I have. So this one 26A, you could print up to, well, right here, yes, it's about 3,000, 3,100. I buy the high yield one because if you look at the high yield one, you actually be able to print. Here it is. It's 216. Oh, the prices have increased on some stuff. Sometimes y'all can go to Amazon and find some better deals. So this one you could print up to 9,000 page on this one particular toner. This is the one I normally get. You can really print more than 9,000 pages. You can get, obviously, I believe I got about 10,000 pages. Because sometimes like that toner really lasts a long time. Even when it says low on toner, it's still it's going. You could still get a good about 6 loan signings off of even when it says low. So that is all about printers. So now I'm actually going to go more into detail about using Adobe and how to really know about the printer settings for it. So when you print off the loan documents. Okay, share. So normally, let me see. Okay, there we go. So I want to show you like legal and letter side. So I'm just going over exactly how the printer settings would be and what happened. So I hit Control P, the printer settings pull up. So when you're printing, you always want to make sure that it is connected to your printer right here. Um, all pages to print. Now this is where you adjust the size of the printing of the document so that you can adjust it to where so is it going to print on letter or legal? You actually do that under paper sizing and handling. So here, if you want to change the size of the paper, hold on. Okay, so if you want to change the size of the paper, they move my stuff around. You actually can go right here to page setup, and this is where you could change the size. You could change it to U.S. legal, and automatically, this is the difference that it would do. It will print on legal size paper, and that's how exactly how it would look. Sometimes you will have to play around with this choose paper by PDF size. So when you do that, automatically will print is all I have for printing. So then settings. So where you will click. And normally you will go into system preferences. Depending on what kind of laptop you have, sometimes the printer settings will automatically be there. But for the MacBook, you have to go into here. And on my particular program, that's what I have to do to use my scanner. Now, my scanner, I have a flatbed and also have an automatic feeder. When you're scanning the documents, you could choose which one to use. So here, I go to printers and scanners. I go to the scan side because I want to scan, and then open the scanner. So now it's waiting to recognize my scanner, and also I'm able to do this because my printer is connected to the Wi-Fi. So that's why right now, like I'm able to print wirelessly, basically. Oh, exit out of that. So when you're scanning the documents, this is what you want to look for, especially on the MacBook. So if you want it to be automatic feeder with the document feeder on the printer, you will use the document feeder. If you just want to print a scan with the flatbed one by one, that's where you'll click that. So I have a document right now in the document feeder.